At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Oh, there's no point in me punting.
I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, no, he's not really going to be something.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Gun. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3, Panthers 0.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He Gross Matos there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Man, stop it. I'm going to slide and he fucking hit me with that shit. You got it.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 30-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw to the right side.
So I'm not going to get there. You're right. Like, I don't know lead plays that runs that play.
Yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Down. And 1 yard.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Shot before half for Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Give me that shit.
Big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the
All he does is throw.
after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Watch the screen.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Check, 59, 59. Ready? 59.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 40-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The kicker.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the...
You told me to get online. What do you want, stupid?
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to
Yeah,
come off the
that's
field.
fine.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone.
I don't feel like getting
Not
called
even
either.
put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
I don't know what we're going to get on. Fucking nigga, you on a trip. I'm at my house. That's what we're doing.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Football 101 there. Just
I don't want to be on Call of Duty.
run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his
What
foot
was the point of you asking me
right
that
to the
question,
out,
stupid?
to the sideline and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them
No,
on the move.
that's
on
not the
first
question I'm talking
down.
about. I didn't think
Shotgun
you did.
handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run
No,
defense.
I'm playing my Madden now,
Linebackers making
stupid.
plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run
One
there.
against Lee.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one
Fucking
quick,
Leo.
easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
Well, not
They
really
keep putting
fucking
themselves in
them, but
3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section
13-3. Yeah, 17-3.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Going deep downfield for Rowe. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Nigga, I said 17-3.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the
I'm on the
NFL
one right now. I'm about to
on
score.
EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Got 7:30 on Monday.
They'll try and run for it on
And
1st and
then
goal.
I got
And maybe a measure of
6:89
revenge there. He's
on
had his
Tuesday.
way in this one, but
It was
this
pretty
time
nice.
they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game.
My
Down 2 scores
689 was the
already. They
high
give
on
up
the
a
pass.
touchdown here. That makes things really
We
difficult
both
for
moving
their
them.
offense moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
I don't know why. Lee probably thinks I'm trying to score here. I'm just trying to waste his clock.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Hey, dog, my computer nigga let the motherfucking ball hit him in the helmet. And McCaffrey almost caught that bitch. I had to turn into the computer nigga and take the interception, dog.
Last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw
that shit was wild.
Right on his play sheet and make a little note.
Give me that
I
shit.
hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Why did you do all that fucking movement?
They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find something.
I was trying to start moving.
Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th,
What?
and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, it was cool. I mean, I was out there just hitting targets and shit, but it was cool.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack.
You know how competitive her ass is. And I kept getting that joke to stick, and I was hitting the target. She was sick.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
No, my defense is a fucking cheat code,
so you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play fake. Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And it's third down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
She don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it.